This is my speech presented to motivate our youth to stand up and learn skills for self-employment and self-dependence. It was delivered at MAGVOILE Vocational Center, Kaduna, organized by Mr. and Mrs. Ambassador Ernest Essien, which took place on the 17th of October 2020.
Also see say this thing now the way we supposed go. I want to use this opportunity to thank Dr. Sheikh Amegumi. He go dead their lives tomorrow to sensitize the people on the importance of learning skill and shunning corruption. Everything that we ever need. With me, with you, with all of us, Nigeria is a great nation. No matter what happens, we are going to see it through. We are going to fight back. We are going to take back. We are going to make this country a better country for me and you and for the unborn generation. Thank you. As I make welcome my honorable Sheikh. Thank you, sir.
This is my honor.
In the name of God, Allah, the most merciful, the beneficent. Thank you for inviting me to this very important gathering. So far, I can say in Kaduna today is the best place for youth to be. Before I continue, I don't know how many among you doesn't understand English. How many? Alhamdulillah, everybody speaks English. Thanks to Mrs. Maryam Maazu, Director of Youth. We appreciate your coming here. Because in this small gathering, as small as you think it is, this is the most important gathering. Because why? An arm of the government is represented in the high table. Because whatever you want to achieve, you also need the assistance, guidance, and support of the government. So you have to navigate with the government to do things for you, not to fight it. If you fight it, they lose and you lose. The two of you will lose. We have seen that. Fighting government is not the solution, but enticing government to work, stimulating them to work, making them to work. You can do that. So I'm happy the government is represented here. So half of our problem, I'm sure, is solved. Then on the right, we have another very important, equally important as the government. I have the Unity Bank.
Union Bank.
Union Bank is represented by...
Sorry, UBS, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
UBS.
So why are we... UBA Bank is represented here. There is no impressive development and progress economically that can take place without a bank. The bank gives you finance your projects. Whatever project you have, you need bank to finance it.
That's right.
Bill Gates has the idea, like Ambassador Ernest gathered us together here. He has that idea of mobilization, gather people together, produce something, but he still needs finance, funding, and he got it from a bank. Today we say Dangote is the richest African or Nigerian or whoever it is. Dangote is not the richest African without getting loan from banks to buy a cement factory. So these banks, you see, they're equally important as the government. So our suggestion to the banks, which they are already made, is to put money where money will multiply. This is the job of the bank. Credit-worthy projects needs finance, and the bank is there to finance it, irrespective of who is involved. It's just looking at the economic viability of the project. But unfortunately today in our bank, you get loan depending on who you are, not what you are doing.
Absolutely true, sir.
So this is what your representation here means a lot to us, and your bank, I have noted it now. I'll be sending you customers, inshallah.
Thank you.
So the third element that is more important than the government and more important than the bank, it is you, the youth, you. You are more important to yourself than anybody. I'm happy I had the first speaker before Ambassador Ernest spoke. People are saying there is no work. And he's saying, no, there is work. What I'm saying, there is more work than the number of Nigerians. We are 200 million and there is more than 200 million works to do. There is work. Whenever you get a human being who's breathing, if you get a human being who's breathing, alive, even if he's sick in the hospital, once he's alive, there is work. Because we human beings are social animals. Social animals. We are animals. But we are social animals, meaning we depend on each other. No one single person, one of us, can live alone without the support of another group. If you are sick, you need doctors who are only concerned about sick people. If you want to build a house, you need masons, you need engineers. We need people, you need people. This need, that is the job, and that need, that is the money. Go to your locality, wherever you are, Weshanu or wherever you are, there's a lot of job there to do. Just ask, what do people need in this our locality? What do they need? Somebody will say, we don't have a bakery, or they come from, we have to go to Kawo to get bread. You see, you have already got yourself a job. Put up a small bakery. You see that people, instead of going to Kawo, they will stay in your and buy it from you. You have already got a job. There is gutter. Gutter is, the place is stinking. The place is stinking with gutter. You boys, instead of going there playing football and doing this kata and all this, wasting your time, let 10 boys, 10 or even less. All you do is buy shovel, buy hoe, buy these things. You go to each house, bring your contribution. We are going to clear this gutter for you to be sparkling neat. And you will see everybody will be eager to give you 500, 1,000. Then put a price. Soon, you'll see people calling you, please come and clear this gutter for us. They're getting a job. So job is service, that is money. But when you sit down in this quagmire with mosquitoes, typhoid fever, malaria, all this, everybody is sick. And yet, you two gather in the afternoon, looking at everybody passing, making comments, saying there is no job. We are waiting for government. The government cannot, nowhere in the world, the government employs everybody, nowhere. You cannot employ everybody. So you have to create the job. And the job is right in front of your door. You have a lot of elderly in the community. You can do it. You can be, okay, this house, they have an elderly woman and an elderly man. They don't know how to go and buy things from the market. Just specialize yourself. Look, we know these people come. We'll be getting your daily needs from markets. Women can do that. Or bring the chepane there. Bring tomato, bring this thing and be selling it door to door. People, if they say your tomato is good, they don't need to go to markets. They'll buy it from you and you make money. Idleness, an idle mind, is the workshop of the devil, or devil's workshop. If you are idle, and if you are complaining, don't complain. Give yourself job. Don't wait for somebody to give you job. Give yourself. And there's a lot of things to do. One of my brother, one time was telling me, when he was struggling, he had a friend from Germany. A German came to Nigeria to see some prospects. So he was telling me, he told this German that he wants to check out, he wants to leave Nigeria. There is nothing in Nigeria, poverty, the economy is bad, things are bad in Nigeria, so he wants to leave this country. So this German looks at him and said, you don't know what you are saying. You don't know what you are saying. If there is any place I want to do business, if there is any place I want to do business, from what I see in Nigeria is this Nigeria. He said, how? He said, everything you touch in Nigeria is money. He said, even this your slippers, if you take it to market, somebody wants to buy it. But in Germany, a big company can produce a machine. If you produce a machine, you have to add to that machine a gift in the shop. So this is what you produce, and there's a gift, because on the shelf there will be about 10 products of different companies. Competition. Just to buy your things, you have to do extra things. But here, anything, look at this water bottle and this thing. After the celebration, there's still money. If your job is to pack plastics, you get somebody who will buy it. So everything is money here. We have a lot of things to do. Fishing. Look at Kaduna. We are traversed by a river. Traversed by a river. And you know what the river means? We can do fish farming. I'm not talking about agriculture. We have the land. But we need cooperation. So the youth, I'm very happy to attend this gathering. It's better for me to see you here looking for a job, trying to look for a job, than to see you somewhere making noise and what do you call it, demonstrating this. I don't blame the demonstrations, because it will stimulate the government to do something. Once it doesn't go violent, destruction of lives, destruction of people, and all causing mayhem. No law, whether religious or mundane law, that can allow disorder in any society. Because whatever you want, if there is disorder in a society, you can never achieve it. So for you now to come out looking for a job, this is of a great pride for this nation. And this is the dream or the future we see. There's a light in the end of the tunnel. With you, the youth. We shall not despair. And we shall also not despair, because we can see government came to present its side. It means we can lure the government to our side. Look at the financial institutions, it's coming too. So if we can expand this going up, then Nigeria will be good. When the government, the financial institutions, and the youth will come together with synergy and work together to promote each other, not to antagonize each other, not to be allowed to be used by people who have other ulterior motives. This is a nation bestowed to us by God. In Nija'ilun fil Ardi Khalifa, God said, I will put on earth God has said He's going to put somebody on earth to be His deputy. We are deputizing for God on earth. And on each segment of the earth, God has put His own people He wants. In America, He has put Americans. In England, He has put Englands. In Nigeria, He has put Nigerians. So we are the one responsible for this country. We. Not anybody, we. I and you and the others. We are the one responsible for this country. God has given us this country to look after it, to do justice to people, to be honest with ourselves. And I'm telling you, and many people have said that, this is one of the most beautiful gifts Allah has given any human race. This Nigeria, you see. There is nothing you mention, not in Nigeria. Mention gold. You'll see the governor of Zamfara House displaying gold. This is important of our, not from any place. Uranium, we have uranium. Iron ore, we have iron ore. Petrol, we have petrol. Anything you talk about, we have. And population. Population is very critical. There is a critical amount of mass of population that's needed for development. No matter how rich you are, if you don't have that population, you cannot rise. You can see China, because of its population, is getting strong and rising. India, because of its population, is getting strong and rising. So in Africa, we are the most populous nation. This population is wealth, this number we have. But we have to harness it. We have to unite it. We have to direct it and show it how it can use this quality to improve the situation of Nigerians and the world at large. So we have all it takes. All we need is, we have to take our anger behind, take our frustration behind, and let that anger and frustration be the engine that will motivate us to move forward and walk. Let that anger and motivation and poverty push you to do whatever you are coming here to learn. Do it. Do it very well with good heart, and you will see how God will open for you windows you would never imagine. That's why I have to thank Ambassador Ernest for this effort he has done. And he has given me an example of how a youth who is diligent, who is judicious, who has foresight, can make things happen. This is an example. He and his wife. And that shows having a stable marriage is very good, important. Our women folks can do a lot to assist our women folk. Women are getting more and more than men. So they should be concerned about learning these arts. I advise every woman should have something to do. In the past, women are always either weaving or they are never jobless sitting down. They have something to do. And this is time for women to rise up to the occasion. There is no barrier for them in achieving whatever they can do. They can venture into almost everything so long as the etiquette of working is observed. So I pray to all of you to have a successful life and to also be you later light to others, because you are just a small fraction, a tip of an iceberg of the youth. Many engaging in things that are not supposed to be. So I hope you'll be light to them. And I thank you very much for attending this occasion. Thank you very much.
Yes, keep